What's going on, YouTube? Before we get into the video, I just want to mention right quick that I recorded this video the other day on July 8th, which was a Tuesday. So yeah, that's all I had to say right quick, but let's get into the video, so hit that intro. What's going on, YouTube? Power Ranger fans and collectors out there. If you guys are new to the channel, then make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, don't forget to hit that bell with notifications on to never miss out on another video every single week. Also, you guys, don't forget to follow me and check me out on my Instagram, TikTok, and X page. Links will be in the description down below. So, earlier today, my man Dan Brosnan, also known as the Fan Club, posted a video on his channel talking about like what's the big holdup on the full lineup for the Reignition toy line, of like why that's not on their website yet, even though they have not updated their website for like the whole week, because as of today and as of this recording, it is Tuesday, July 8th, and it's also my one older brother's birthday that lives up in California, and my other or second oldest brother, his birthday is coming up on the 22nd, which is also a Tuesday. Now, at this point, I just really hope they put more pre-orders for the Reignition line on Amazon more often, because earlier today, or this morning I should say, they did put the pre-orders back up on Amazon for the Transforce Battle Bike, but as of right now, they are currently unavailable. In other words, those pre-orders are sold out. Now, the crazy thing is, my parents were like out and about, dad playing golf, my mom was doing a little bit of shopping. I mean, at the price of $21.99 for the Transforce Battle Bike, not bad of a price. I just question why they did a re-released version of the Red Ranger figure, because I even did like a comparison in one of my previous community posts of like comparing the basic figure they're going to be releasing like this July, even though that also does pretty much confirm that the six-pack will be a Walmart exclusive. I mean, think about it. They did a post a while ago on their Instagram page saying that the basic figures will be on Walmart.com. It was just very obvious from the very start from seeing that post. So I thought I'd mention that right quick. Now, there are some other things they just have not put pre-orders up on Amazon yet. And I'm specifically talking about the Morpher, the Blade Blaster, the Dragon Dagger, Green Ranger Mask, Green Ranger Flip Head figure, the Mastodon Battle Bike, the Triceratops Battle Bike, Goldar, and the Putty. And I think there are some other things that also have been on pre-orders. Oh yeah, the Triceratops Combining Dinosaur. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Dragon Dagger is because of this screenshot, which I did take not so long ago on the RNGR, which is the abbreviations for GreenRanger.com. Now, that I will also put a link in the description down below if you guys want to check that out. But it does say fall 2025, because if you guys remember from back in March on the 2nd during New York Toy Fair, they revealed like everything that will be released for this July, specifically the basic figures and the six-pack or whatever, and pretty much all the other stuff like the flip head figures, roleplay items, Zords for like this fall in September, which will be like Walmart, Target, those retailers, and Amazon as well. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if they actually did end up releasing the Dragon Dagger this fall, because they did have those like little stand displays saying like 2026 next to like the Green Ranger basic figure, the Green Ranger mask, and the Dragon Dagger. Now, what I am excited about for the Reignition line is mostly going to be the Dragon Dagger and like some of the role play items like the Morpher, Blade Blaster, Dragon Dagger, and the six-pack, especially with those figures with the battle bikes, which do look really awesome. But I really hope we get like more promo images eventually on the Power Rangers page on Instagram for, you know, the specific things they just have not put pre-orders up yet. But speaking of the Dragon Dagger, on smithstoys.com, and this is for those out there that also live up in the UK, but on smithstoys.com, they do have pre-orders up for the Dragon Dagger, the Morpher, and the Blade Blaster for £19.99. And for the Electronic Deluxe Ultimate Megazord, that's £39.99 for people in the UK on smithstoys.com. Now, I did make a post here on my community tabs or community page on my YouTube channel it's just really cool that you can actually put the Green Ranger Dragon Zord coin in the plate. I mean, it's more for, it'll say phrases or whatever. Same thing goes for the Dragon Dagger, because it will make some phrases and sounds. I just don't get why on that website it mentioned fall of 2025 for the Dragon Dagger, even though that's supposed to be like a 2026 release. Who knows what Playmates has up their sleeves. They could start changing dates for, like, you know, some of the stuff that will be released for 2026. Now, the things that will be released in that year will mostly be like the 8-inch classic figures and those little minifigures and the plushies. I mean, I don't really care for those, but I just mostly focused on like the basic figures, flip head figures, Zords, roleplay items. Now, a while back ago, I think this was from Hoculus or someone else on X or here on YouTube, but they did mention that Playmates is like thinking about or planning on doing more Mighty Morphin Reignition stuff for the next 2 to 3 years. And here's my pitch of some ideas of what I would love to see them make as like figures and roleplay and Zord wise, obviously. Now, when it comes to like the monsters and villains from season 2 and season 3, I'm thinking Cyclops, Master Vile. A non-villain that I want to mention right quick is Ninjor, Cyclops. Wait, I already mentioned Cyclops, I think. But either way, Master Vile, Cyclops, Rita Revolta, which would be really awesome for a figure, because if you guys remember, with the new figures they mentioned but they showed off at New York Toy Fair, the Rita, Goldar, and Putty figure will have like some weird little gimmick to those figures, which I just find that very silly, because the Putty figure has like a head spinning action feature, Goldar has flapping wings, Rita has some sort of like a karate chop action, I don't know, feature with like that purple lightning piece or whatever. But King Sphinx, Squat, and Babu are going to be wave 2 of monster figures, because I did post images of that a couple months ago, or like a couple months back, because this was from that one user on X. It's still hard to pronounce his name, but I'm just mostly excited to see, like, you know, how everything turns out for the Reignition toy line. But even though I mentioned like some characters from season 2 and season 3 of like what I would love to see for the next 2 to 3 years of a Reignition line, for Zords, I'm thinking Shogun Megazord, Ninja Falcon Megazord, the Thunder Megazord, Tiger Zord, the Dragon Zord. Now, the reason why I mentioned those specific Megazords is that I would like for them to do it the way of how they're doing the Dino Zords, where they're like 1989, you can combine them to form the Megazord or whatever. But if they were to do like a Tiger Zord, where you can combine that with the Blue Ranger Unicorn Thunder Zord, Griffin Thunder Zord, in the Mastodon Lion Thunder Zord, like you get that like Tiger Zord type of Thunder Megazord, especially with the Pterodactyl Firebird Thunder Zord. I feel like that would be like more than, or at least $20 if they were to make those Zords into the Reignition line for like, you know, the next 2 to 3 years. But roleplay item wise, well, another Zord that I did forget to mention, I think I may have already mentioned Titanus, but the Taurus Shuttle Zord would be another awesome one to see for the Reignition line. But for like roleplay item wise, like weapons, I'm thinking like, I don't know, the 5 Rangers Morphers, Saba. It would be interesting if they tried to do like a Lord Zed staff weapon for the Reignition line, or maybe like the little thing that he uses to like make the monsters grow. That would be interesting, but as of right now, we don't know what else they have planned for the next 2 to 3 years, but those are just some of my pitches or ideas for, you know, Hasbro and Playmates. But yeah, the one thing that I am a little bit disappointed about, or disappointed in for the Reignition line, is how they did the paint details for the Morpher. Now, as you guys can tell, these like little black lightning stripes or whatever are technically painted like into a darkish gray on the Morpher. Now, it will like, you know, add some touch-ups like when I pre-order or get my hands on it, or maybe in store when they release them, which will be easier that way. I still feel like they're going to repaint or redo like the visor or sculpting on the Blue and Black Ranger helmets, like for when they put pre-orders up for the Triceratop and Mastodon battle bikes, because They already did that with the Transforce Battle Bike and the basic Red Ranger figure, because I even did like a community post doing a comparison. I thought that was silly, but I think that's like the only way to get like a better showish accurate with a fixed visor or helmet. Because if you guys remember back from the Lightning Collection, they even did that with, I forgot which wave it was, but it was when they released the Lightning Collection Red Ranger figure, and then years later we got that crappy looking color swap pack of Jason and Trini, which was like, you know, Jason has the Yellow Ranger and Trini has the Red Ranger, which was the only way to get that fixed visor 2-pack. Now, I do have that actually right up here, even though I did a bit of a combination or a fusion of Red Zeo and Mighty Morphin. Now, the shield obviously was from the Ryu Crimson Hawk Ranger figure. Now, the only reason why I did this was because I was mostly just picturing myself and asking myself at the same time, what if I did my own custom Dragon Shield Armored Red Ranger? Now, I do obviously have the Dragon dagger in my repainted custom metallic Green Ranger's hand or whatever, even though I did repaint the sort of darkness at that time from the VHS Green Ranger figure. Now, speaking of the VHS Green and White, I was finally able to find those again on Amazon. VHS White is like, I don't know, 49 bucks and something cents, but VHS Green is like 27 bucks and something cents as well. So thank God, because I've been trying to find those for like a while now. Because at first I was going to turn my VHS Blue into like a male Mighty Morphin Yellow, which didn't really turn out as planned or whatever. So I might just repaint this and turn it into like a Mighty Morphin Gold or maybe a Mighty Morphin Silver Ranger. Okay, now that I bring that up or mention it, if this video gets to, I don't know, 150 or 1,000 likes, I will repaint my VHS Blue and turn it into a Mighty Morphin Gold Ranger by using the head part from the Beast Morphers 3-pack of Dino Thunder Blue. And if you guys do want that to happen, then, I know I mentioned it once, but I'll say it again, let's just try to get this video to more than 150 likes, and I will do a Mighty Morphin Gold Ranger figure. Now, there are some other morphers I do plan on like modifying and repainting. Now, one of them that I actually did remodify was my first CosmicRanger morpher into like a Dino Thunder Black Ranger theme. I almost wanted to say Dino Thunder Gold, even though that was never really a thing. I repainted the buttons like all white to throw off some Dino Thunder White Ranger vibes, or white and gold like for White Dragon Ranger. Now, some of the paint was already starting to like scratch off when I was putting the orb button into the morpher. I used the same acrylic paint for this piece, just like what I did for the plates. Same thing for like the teeth. But the rest of this, I kept it the way it is because it was from the paint marker that I used. Same thing goes for like this section or area, especially like over here and here. But I mostly kept this part the way it was as well. Especially with the bottom, which I pretty much did like 2 coats of black paint because I wanted to make sure none of the paint got onto like the electronics or wirings to it. But I do plan on posting more FanMorph videos or FanMorph collab videos for the future of the channel, so stay tuned for that. And I do plan on posting more gaming content in the future, specifically Power Rangers Legacy Wars. I almost said Legacy Battle, even though that would have been a cool name. If you guys remembered from like a while back ago, I think I may have shown this in one of my videos, but I repainted the American Downcharge Morpher to make it look like the Korean and Japanese released version of the Gabu Gabu Revolver. I mean, I obviously just used black and white acrylic paint for like most of the morpher, especially with blue acrylic paint at the time. For like this upper area, I mostly used like red acrylic paint to see how that would look, especially with a red paint marker. I mean, the lights and sounds do work. If I had a Downcharger next to me, even though I've got one of them on my display shelf. Now, I still plan on collecting a few more Lightning Collection figures to like, you know, start finishing some teams like Beast Morphers, because I only have his Beast Morphers Gold and Yellow. I do want to get my hands on like the rest of the remastered figures because I only have his black and then like custom modified blue or whatever. Even though remastered red and green go up for like a lot on eBay and Mercari. But still, I really hope they update their website one of these days or weeks where it says something else, just not August 1st. Because I would hate to see that happen, and I bet a lot of you guys would agree as well at the same time. But either way, this is going to wrap up today's video, or today's discussion video on the whole, the hold up for the Reignition Toyline of why it's not on the website yet. But I know I mentioned it once from the start of the video, but I'll mention it again. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell with all notifications on. And links will be in the description down below for my Instagram, TikTok, my X page, and that greenranger.com website if you guys want to check it out yourselves to stay up to date with like what will be on pre-orders next or whatever. But yeah, until next time, you guys, I will see you later in the next video. So, peace out.